Hello, welcome to my channel HEALTHYFIBE by PATRICIA ADEKOYA. Kindly subscribe to my channel, and if you like watching my channel, kindly click the like button and also the bell button so that you'll be notified of new videos as they are uploaded. Thank you. HEALTHYFIBE by PATRICIA ADEKOYA promotes health, fitness and wellness. In this video, I'll be sharing with you how to prepare bitter leaf and scent leaf into spices that you can add to varieties of meals. Bitter leaves and scent leaves are medicinal and healing food nutrients. They are good for boosting the immune system, and they are good for preventing infection and diseases. They are also good for losing weight. They are good for promoting healthy weight. They are good for treating inflammation. They are good for preventing heart diseases. They are good for promoting digestion. They are good for treating symptoms of fibroids and menopause. There are so many sicknesses that can be cured with these two healing food nutrients. Scent leaf, as you know, can be purchased in the market, or it can be planted in your garden. Then you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on it, as well as scent leaves. Now, to prepare this healing food nutrients into spices, you go by ratio 2:1. The bitter leaf should be ratio 2, and the scent leaf should be ratio 1, which means you're using half of the quantity of bitter leaf as the scent leaf. You can see this is bigger and the scent leaf is smaller, and also bitter leaf is darker in color and the scent leaf is lighter in color. And of course, you know, scent leaf has a very scented aroma. So I would like to explain further that you should be conscious of the quantity to be added to meal of each of these healing food nutrients, because when you take too much of each, it can cause some health problems like dizziness, like low blood pressure, like fatigue, even diarrhea. Hello, welcome once again to my channel HEALTHYFIBE by PATRICIA ADEKOYA. Now, I'd like to share some ideas that I have about planting bitter leaf and scent leaf. If you want to plant bitter leaf, you use the stick, like I would say maybe it's the stem or so, but it should be bigger in size than the one I'm holding, and you plant it on a loamy soil, like 2 big sticks, and you plant them in the morning. Then you have to wet them in the morning, and you wet them in the evening, which means you have to wet them twice a day. Now, if you want to plant the scent leaf, you plant either the stick or the stem, or you plant the seed. The seed is always somewhere here, but in these leaves they are not fully grown. So you can, in the scent leaf, you can either plant the stem, it should be thicker than this, or the seeds, like 2 stems, 2 seeds. Now, you have to wet them twice a day, every day, in the morning and in the evening. But if it rains heavily, which means you have to be monitoring the weather, then you don't have to wet them maybe for 2 or 3 days. And once the ground is getting dry, then you start wetting them as scheduled. So it takes about 2 to 3 months for the leaves to be fully grown, like this size and this size of the first leaf, and they are ready to be plucked. So in the next segment, I'll be showing you how to make these healing leaves into spices, which you can be adding to prepare your various meals. I've chopped them into tiny pieces, and now I'm ready to bake them. So I'm using flat pot. So I'm emptying it into a flat pot. Now, as you can see, now they are finely chopped and ready to be baked, and I'm emptying them into a flat cooking pan. You can use non-stick. I'm using stainless. You can use fry pan, but like if you want to bake it in the oven, then you have to use the oven tray. So I'm going to transfer it onto the stove. To be baked. Now I'm using the small gas stove, and I'll put the heat on medium. This is the most important stage of baking this healing nutrients. Once it's on the stove, you have to keep stirring it from time to time because you want them to bake evenly. And you don't want to overbake them so that you don't lose the health benefits. keep doing this thing until, like I said, it's like golden, darker green. This is the most important stage of making this healing nutrient. Once it's on the stove, you have to keep stirring it from time to time because you want them to bake evenly. And you don't want to overbake them so that you don't lose the health benefits. You keep doing this thing until, like I said, it's like golden, darker green. And you continue to stir. It takes about 18 to 20 minutes or let's say 15 to 20 minutes for it to get ready. And as you can see now, it's ready. Now we have our baked bitter leaf and scent leaf made into spices. Like I said, these healing food nutrients, they are rich in antioxidants and nutrients that are good for boosting the immune system. They are good for preventing infection and diseases. They are good for losing weight. They are good for preventing overweight. They are good for treating overweight, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and cancers. They are also good for treating and preventing arthritis, inflammation. They are good for treating and preventing symptoms of menopause and fibroids. They are good for treating the problem of monthly menstrual period. They are good for promoting fertility. They are good for improving hormonal imbalance, fertility, and sperm count. The only thing when using these leaves is that they are medicinal leaves. They are not like other leaves like spinach and collard greens, which means they have powerful nutrients that you have to be conscious of the quantity to be used to either prepare your meals or to add to your meals so that you don't have any health problem or health discomfort after eating them with other meals. For example, if you are making, like I would say, a medium pot of vegetables, mostly I recommend you prepare them with your vegetable stew. It works well with vegetable stew, especially for people who are having problem of menstrual period, problem of infertility. They also help to promote digestion, so it's good for people that have a problem of indigestion and bowel movement. So you prepare them with your spinach, leafy greens like spinach or collard green. So if you are making, and for your leafy or collard green, I would advise you steam them so that it can promote digestion. You need your body to absorb and digest the nutrients for you to get the health benefits. So if you are, after steaming your vegetable like spinach, green leafy vegetables, you add, if you are making vegetable stew, immediately you prepared your stew and you add in your spinach. For example, if you are making 4 cups of already steamed spinach, then you measure like half tablespoon of the scent leaf and bitter leaf spices like I'm doing now. You measure 1 tablespoon, half tablespoon, sorry, because you don't want to taste the bitterness so much, because it's not washed like you see from the beginning of the preparation. You don't have to wash it, but you just have to be conscious of the amount you'll be adding to your meals so that you don't feel the bitterness so much. So like this size is enough to prepare this pot of soup, which is about 4 cups of already steamed leafy greens like dark leafy like spinach or collard green. So thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe.